mean, if this is what you guys call winning in the console war gaming community, well, guess what? I prefer if we was losing. Because what is this, bro? This is DRM at its finest. And you got people in the Nintendo community saying, it looks okay. You know, not understanding as to what's really going on here, man. But we're going to explain it to you in this video.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system.
Oh, wow!
And a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
I didn't know that.
Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Oh, wow!
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with.
Y'all didn't come up with that, man. This is DRM, bro. What are you talking about, Nintendo? Like, this is crazy, bro. And the fact that you people still, oh, well, Nintendo, they gonna be successful, man. It don't matter how good. I told you that Nintendo's gonna push for digital media, but yet you people don't want to believe me, man. And I'm gonna explain to you as to why this is such a bad thing that's gonna happen with future Nintendo devices. But go ahead, man.
Introducing the virtual game card.
More like virtual DRM.
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Like, how is this any different than an application, bro? Like, you see, man, you know the funny thing is Nintendo really wants to tell you with this little thing they got going on, we're tired of you guys using multiple versions of our games on different Switches. You know, be upfront. You know, where's the Nintendo community saying that, yeah, you know, PlayStation, Nintendo's not being upfront either. Because guess what? This whole virtual game cards is only going to be accessible through one Switch. It was like that from the beginning, but if you had an online internet connection, you'll still be able to access this game. But like I said, let's keep going with this video. You'll see what I'm saying.
When purchasing the digital version of the game,
oh,
it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card.
Oh, like it's always
allowing you to play that title.
What's any different than that? Look.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load.
It looks okay.
And eject your virtual game cards.
Look at this. Hold on.
Digital games will be lined up.
Yeah, he was quick to skip that screen.
On a dedicated management screen.
Watch this.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards.
So you see what this means? So no matter if you have the game and you decide to lend it to somebody else, well, guess what? That means you will not be able to access it on the other Switch. So you know how some people will be able to play like game share, like with their wife or their kids, like, hey, I got Mario Kart in this room, and they're playing it in the other room with the online, right, with a different account. Now you won't be able to do that because you will have to lend the game to somebody else, which also would mean that you can't even play it now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, oh, snap, I just peeked that game, so you right. This is DRM at its finest, man. At the end of the day, what they're essentially telling you that they don't really want you doing that. You know, a lot of companies did it. They did it with the PS3 where you could lend games to 5 different people, and you see how quick Sony was able to stop that. Now it's just only one other participant, and they have to be through online access.
Cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Look at that.
If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one.
Oh, but you just seen how the screen went off on that one, right? So that's me. Hey, game, you know, I'm gonna lend my game to the next person. What's this? What's this? I can't play my game no more. Hold on.
And load it onto the second.
Well, back then you would be able to do that with 2 Switches, though. Y'all like, oh, you're right. You see? Oh, you still need an internet connection to do this. So Nintendo, what they're essentially trying to say that they're tired of you guys game sharing. This is DRM at its finest. Oh, we came up with this. Oh, really? Oh yeah, it seems like you came up with it to benefit yourself. But hey, I got the Nintendo scumbag way if you guys really want to know. You know what I've been doing for the past few years with Nintendo? I got 5 Nintendo Switches, right? So what I would do, I would download all my games on the one Switch. It was my primary. And then after the 1 year was up, I would deactivate that one and make the new one the other primary. And I've been doing that for the past 5 years. That's why I got 5 Switches that play all my games. You know what? It's me, Mario. Or should I say Wario? I played you, Nintendo. Like, this is crazy, man. It's funny because I got 5 Nintendo Switches that have all my digital catalog. But like I said, if they're all connected online, because you only need like one online device anyway, I can still continue to play my games offline on the 4 Nintendo devices. They probably came up with this because they knew there was people like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew it. They were like Nintendo ninjas that didn't graduate from the elementary. Out here hustling them, man. You know, matter of fact, I got some super hot fire for y'all, man. Listen, I bought the Switch in the game and I played it offline, right? Psych, I switched it.
Now you can play
That's what
this game on the
Nintendo's
second
doing.
system.
No, but you can't play it on the other one, though. How come you're not telling people that you can't play it on the other Switch, though, Nintendo? What are you doing, bro? You out here lying to the people, man. This is nothing different. If anything, this is a downgrade.
Wherever and whenever you want.
Yeah, but what about me? I can't play it on my Switch. You're going to have all the kids crying. They're going to be lending their games to each other at school. And the kid going to be like, I want my game back. It's French show. Well, you can't get it back, buddy. They'll probably have the dude be able to access it through his own account. You know what? I'm tired of you, Timmy. I'm going to take that cartridge and give it back. And I mean, I swear, bro, you're going to have a lot of kids with black screen Switches. They're going to be like, look at this, mommy. I'm playing this kid that I robbed at school. Look at that. And then the screen just goes black. Mommy, he took the game. He took the game away from me. I can't play it. I'm online. They still won't let me access it. Timmy took it away from me. I'm broke. I can't buy games.
I've inserted a physical game
Look
card.
at that. Nintendo out here hurt. Look at this. Look.
Game cards.
Look, you see? You see how it just goes to the next slot? That would also, you see what I'm saying? That would mean that you can't play that game on this Switch no matter if you have an online connectivity. So essentially, you would have to take the game back to be able to access it on that Switch, which essentially what they're saying, they want the game to be accessed by the owner and the owner only. You can no longer have 2 games playing. You see how there's Kirby here? And it would be Kirby there if you just had an online connectivity with the account on it. Well, you know what I'm saying? This is a downgrade, bro. We could have done this already. So instead of having 2 screens with Nintendo games of the same, now we got to choose and select which Nintendo games we want to lend to our friends or who do we want to lend. This is so stupid, and you still need an online connection to do this. This is ridiculous, bro. DRM at its finest.
Load and arrange which games you play.
Look at that. I want my Kirby back.
2 systems.
Crazy.
Local communication with your second system is required, but only...
You see? So they only want you doing it locally. So they don't even... Forget the online, guys. Forget it. For all the people that was game sharing their games online, look what happened. Uh-oh, poor little Timmy. He gonna lose access to all his games now. He gonna be crying, Mommy! My rich friend, I can't play his games no more unless he lent it to me. What do you want me to do? I'm broke. I can't afford these games. They $70. That mama gonna look at that Xbox Series S and be like, hold on. I got you something for Christmas, Timmy. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous, bro. Like the fact that Nintendo, you made so much money off this console, and yet you're still doing this type of behavior. It's ridiculous. And watch Nintendo fanboys defend it. You know they always will. Harmon Smith is probably wetting his pants saying it's a good thing. They need to support Nintendo. They need to give them more money.
First time.
Crazy work.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
So I see what they're doing. And you can only still do it with one. Why is my screen black? Hold on. Yeah, hey. I got my family coming over, you know what I'm saying? We trying to have a party, you know what I mean? Hey, that's my wife right there, We're going to try to have a party. We're all going to play Super Mario Bros. Wonders with each other. Hey, proudly, see my wife named Kim. Kim, I'm going to give you Mario Bros. Wonders so we can play with all our friends. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
So lend out virtual game cards.
Where's my game?
Cards to your Nintendo account family.
I want to play too. What's this? I was playing that. Give me back my game. Yay! I stole his game, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Yo, Nintendo gonna be hurting everybody. Look at this. She stole my game. I want my
Activate
game
your
back.
member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
I want it back.
Choose the title you're lending.
Wow. And what's even more funny, they put it through the subscription service.
Who you're lending it to.
Look at that. Leaves the other Switch, bro. We out here trading virtual game cards as if we're playing Pokemon. This is stupid, bro. Y'all think this is good? It was already better before, bro. Matter of fact, I had 5 Switches and we still could access the same games through the Switches, all due to online. This is a far worse experience and you people know it, man. Metroid Prime 4, let's get to the whole direct. It was trash. I don't even need to show the games, bro. It wasn't looking all that, man. I'm sorry, the game is a little past its due date. Like I said, honestly, I'm boycotting it. Yep, I'm going to buy the game. I'm going to buy 2, get 1 free. Nintendo's not getting my money for this. Because if this is what you guys call winning in the gaming community, well, guess what? I don't feel like we're winning. So as much as you people want to say, oh, look at that, it don't matter what you say, Nintendo, we got 150 million hardware and all our games sell. Well, guess what? I'm not happy. As a consumer, as a customer, I'm not happy. So therefore, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and not buy this game. I'm going to keep it in my wallet. Okay? Because this is the type of stuff that I don't like seeing, man. You're like, damn, games, do you really? Yep. Because it's not like I ain't going to get access to the game anyway. So with how much these games sell, there's bound to have somebody that trades it in. I'll pick it up on a buy 2, get 1 free at GameStop. It is what it is, bro. Like, I'm not that desperate. I have thousands of games. I don't really care about playing a game day and day or day one. It's not that. It doesn't mean that much to me.
And you're done.
But what about me?
Their own system.
Yeah, but what about me, though? I want to play. My wife playing in the other room. I was playing that game right there. I want my game. Yo, bro, you're going to have fights in the relationship now. You're going to have wives and husbands fighting about how they stealing each other's games in the household. This is crazy, man. I'm going to go downstairs, come downstairs from work, drinking my Modelo. I'm going to be like, oh, man, I can't wait to play me some Tears of Kingdom. What's this? My son, yo, where's my game? Dad, I'm sorry. I'm playing it downstairs. What's this? Well, I'm trying to play you better get my game. You yelling at his son from down. You better give me my game. I'm trying to play my Tears of Kingdom. Okay, Daddy, but I ain't going to be able to play nothing downstairs. I'm going to be bored. Wow. So Nintendo's essentially saying that they want you to buy the game twice. That's essentially what they're saying. Nintendo is double downing on that strategy. Your games was lousy during this direct. I don't care. Oh, Tomodachi, like 2026. Really? Oh, really? Graphical pushing the power of the Switch 2, right? Coming out this year? Bro, that game looks like it's going to be cross-generation, like I said. Switch 1 ain't going anywhere, man. They're going to capitalize on that, and they're going to continue to milk it because you people keep buying this garbage. I'm sorry, the Switch was good. I'm a huge fan of Nintendo, but I'm not going to sit here and shill and use hardware sales or software sales to project this garbage, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a gamer. What's going on here is unacceptable. What's going on with Metroid Prime is unacceptable. I think the game looks reasonable, but not enough, for me to have waited that long. When Metroid Prime came out on the GameCube, it was a graphical showpiece. It was amazing. I'm not saying graphics is everything, but the game amazed me. That's the appeal that I had with this game. Now when I look at it, it just looks like any other ordinary game that I've played. You get what I'm saying? Oh, but look at it. She got 2 things like a shinobi, psychic powers. And it looks so stupid. Honestly, it looks out of place. Okay? I mean, a Gradius collection looks good. I'll probably more likely pick that up. You know what I mean? That's just a compilation of classic games. And what else? And the new Marvel, what is it? Cosmic something, fighting, beat 'em up look kind of good. That looked solid. Let me see. Yeah, and that's really it.
You can only lend 1 game at a time.
Look at that. 1 game at a time. So that means the people that used to play the same game, so if we all wanted to play Splatoon 3 with each other, we can't do that no more. You got to lend everybody their own game. What is the point of this, bro? We could have already done this anyway. This is a far worse experience, and you Nintendo fanboys know it. Call it out for what it is. But Player Essence would be saying, it looks okay. I'll buy it again.
Games can be lent out for 2 weeks.
Oh, Nintendo's killing y'all with DRM. Oh, like I told you, y'all let me know. I mean, it might be a little too late to do it the Nintendo scumbag way because I've already done this. I already got access to all my games on my other Switches. I just got 1 offline device. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying I couldn't play the games, but I wanted to make sure that I could keep them there and I could load them up offline. Well, my 4 offline Switches. The fifth one is my new primary, and that's probably the last one I'm going to get. So look at that, 14 days, and they're going to probably deactivate it. This is trash.
Which they will automatically return to you.
What? So hold on, what do you mean I can't return my own game back? Hold on, whoa. What do you mean?
You only lend one game at a time to a particular person.
Okay, but as the owner, should have the right to be able to take the game back if he wants, considering that he's the owner. He should be able to override all this. You trying to tell me if I lend out all my Nintendo Switch games, I'm going to be sitting here with an empty screen? Oh, Nintendo, you didn't think this through, did you?
Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
Automatically. Okay, he says automatically. So he's essentially like saying, okay. But I don't get the whole automatic thing. Because why would you even have to put something like that in play if you could already automatically take your own games back anyway? That doesn't make sense. Are you starting to understand as to why this is a stupid idea? But we already know why it is, because it's digital rights management at its finest. This is actually far worse than what Xbox and Sony did, bro. Y'all say Nintendo cares about their consumers. Look at this. If this is what winning in the console war is all about to you, well, as far as I'm concerned, it looks like all you guys are losing.
Making digital games even easier to use.
No, making digital games even more expensive to use. Say that. Be honest with your community. You did this because you're tired of people playing the same game, and you look at it like, dang, that's a potential sale. I mean, think about it. If a game sells 20 million, and if 20 million people are doing this, that's an additional 20 million that could have bought the game. That's how Nintendo's seeing it. They're like, hey, probably not that much, but maybe 5, 7 million. That's still a lot of money. That's a lot of money being lost on the table just from people, essentially double dipping their games. I know so many relationships where, like, even Game Pass or even PlayStation, where they share accounts, where it's like, okay, you buy this game, let's say Shadows, I can play it on my PS5, they can play it on theirs, right? Through the home console type thing, right? Which was similar to what was on the Switch. But if you signed in online, you can still play it. Nintendo's like, no, we don't want that. We want you to play one game and one game only. We don't want you doubling the games. So when you're playing Mario Party, one Mario Party. That game must be either played in one room, and if you want to do it online, like how you did before, he has to buy their own copy. Crazy work.
Virtual game card.
Virtual DRM card. Bro, I'm tired of this, man. Y'all know, they're going to be a bunch of Nintendo dudes hating me. Oh, I see what the Sony dudes are saying about you. They're right. You're an Xbox. No, I'm keeping it 100, man. That's one thing. The real recognize real. The real people will see what I'm saying. They will see it. Only the Nintendo fanboy will have a problem with this video, because it's absolutely ridiculous how Nintendo's saying, we came up with this. You didn't come up with DRM, buddy. You decided to double down on it. That's what you did. And watch all the Harmon Smith wet their pants. Yeah, Nintendo, they're entitled to their money. They're entitled. They need their money. I thought Nintendo was doing good. I thought they were making money, but apparently they ain't making enough if this is how scummy that you people have become. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm going to get hate. Like I said, it's Nintendo, but to be honest with you, I'm being realistic here, man. Take care.